first place where we begin is with our bottle. So everything we need to know is either in the bottle or on the label. So first is the Jameson name. John Jameson was our founder. And underneath his name, what you can see on the label is our family crest with the motto Sine Met. You can see it there. And in Latin, that means without fear. And that phrase defines John Jameson's life, and it's defined our whiskey ever since. So back in 1780, John Jameson established his distillery here in Bow Street. Now at the time, Dublin was in the midst of a boom, and its population was growing dramatically. It was the second largest city in Britain and Ireland, just behind London. And at the time there were over 100 breweries and distilleries throughout the city. But many of these would fade away in due course, and you may have guessed it, but Dublin had just gained an institution that would remain here on the city's north side more than 2 centuries later. John Jameson's distillery on Bow Street. Now John and his wife Margaret, they embraced the spirit of Sine Met. And with a bit of hard work and innovation, the distillery would begin to grow. And so did their family. And in time, one of their 16 children would take over the distillery. So John Jameson II took over, and he would build upon the legacy entrusted to him by his father. That was the legacy of constant innovation, hard work, and unmatched quality. Now by 1880, our distillery looked something like this. And between 1880 and 1905, we were using old pot stills. But guys, while it is the Jameson name on the label, our whiskey's legacy is in fact a shared legacy. So if you look really closely at the bottle, at the bottom, embossed on the green glass, you see the barrelmen. You can see them there now. And the barrelmen represent the hard workers, past and present, who have built our whiskey from the ground up. So guys, our distillery here in Bow Street is filled with different stories in the past 2 centuries, and the artifacts up here help to tell some of those. So we're going to go ahead with the teapot story. So you would think a teapot is quite simple, boring object, but this one does have a good story. So you've all collected your daily grog. That was a glass of whiskey that was given to workers at the end of their working day here at the distillery. But if you had what was called a dirty job, you were entitled to an extra glass of whiskey. So if you had to clean the chimneys or you were working in the stables, you got an extra glass of whiskey. Some people who worked here were very clever though. They would present themselves to their manager in the evening time. They would cover their shirt in dirt first, and then they'd actually get an extra glass of whiskey, having not done a dirty job. Other workers though, they preferred to have a cup of tea during the day. So every morning this teapot would be filled with new make whiskey and put away in the tea room. And everyone would have a cup of tea during the day, but they're actually going in and having whiskey during the day. And when you started here, one of the first things you'd be told was to never light the gas flame under the teapot in the tea room, because then everybody's day was ruined. And management, and it shows in our records that they did know somebody had hidden whiskey somewhere, but they never actually found it. And this is just a story they found in different records. But fortunately for all of you, you didn't even have to queue today to get your daily grog. Tom was so nice to be there today. But that is just one of the little stories we do have here in Bow Street. Unfortunate to tell this story.